Welcome to the second episode of the Registration Management Series, Deceased Voters. This episode is intended to bring clarity to the processes in place to make modifications to the voter roll when someone passes away. Similar to our last episode on inactive voters, election offices have procedures in place with different state and federal agencies that collect or process information on the deceased, like state health departments or the Social Security Administration. Each of these organizations produce a list of those individuals to whom they provided services that have passed away within a time period, and then provide that information to election officials on a regular basis, be it monthly, quarterly, or annually. Election officials then compare that list to their voter roll, and if a registered voter's information matches, their registration will be canceled immediately. This means that an absentee ballot could no longer be requested under their name, nor would they show up as an eligible voter in a local poll book on Election Day. In the unique circumstance in which a voter submits an absentee ballot or casts an in-person early vote prior to passing away and before Election Day, their vote, since it was cast while the individual was still living, would still be valid as long as the ballot was checked in prior to their registration being canceled. Finally, in many locations, and certainly more commonly in smaller jurisdictions, election officials may monitor the obituaries to help them maintain the voter rolls and remove those individuals who have passed away. Since the security procedures for all voting processes start with voter registration, keeping the voter registration list accurate makes fraudulent voting that much harder for anyone trying to game the system. Removing the names of those who've passed away is an unfortunate yet necessary part of that process. So as you can see, as much as we may hear about rumors of someone voting from beyond the grave, the reality is that there is a very specific and detailed set of processes dedicated to ensuring that those who have passed do not pass along their voting rights to anyone who would illicitly try to vote in their absence. These processes are intended to respect those who have passed, while ensuring that the votes of eligible voters, those properly on the voter roll, are the only votes that get counted. So what other voter fraud stories have you heard? Did you hear the one about the voter who voted in multiple states? Stick with me and let's roll on over to episode 3 of the Registration Management Series, tackling those changes in voter addresses. And we're off!